We're quite a unique venue in that we have 350 acres to play with. So we have a building which has a couple of training rooms that we can set up for workshops, training sessions. We do dinners, we do private events within the cafe, which we can convert in the evening. But then we also have an abundance of parkland, woodland, lakes. So we can do outside festivals, concerts, weddings. We've got our own licence now, so you can get married on the lake if you wanted to. It gives complete flexibility. And then we have activities, so we have climbing walls, we have archery, we have the boat hire, sailing, paddle sports. You name it, we can basically do it. And we're quite versatile and creative in that if someone comes to us with an idea, there's normally a way of doing it. So yeah, a very unique space in that respect. So we've done, we have the coffee deck, which is behind us, which you can't see, but it has the views of the lake. And we do various different things up there. So we've had a comedy night. We do glass workshops where you create fused pieces of glass. We have paint and sip, so you sit on the balcony and you paint views of the lake. And then we also, throughout the whole summer months, we did sundowner night. So we brought in local artists from the area and we had live music, DJs on the deck, and we were doing barbecues and drinks and what have you. And it's just a really nice community feel, and all of the local residents can walk in, and it's just giving them something back to use the centre out of hours when normally we'd shut down and not have anything else going on. It's a great opportunity to kind of extend that offering. So we liked I guess the sort of small company feel approach that Switch have. It feels like we're kind of working with a family as opposed to working with a big corporate. We're a new team, so the events team has only been here a year, and we're evolving day by day, and we needed a system that was going to do that alongside us. But there wasn't really a clear plan when we joined of what it was going to look like. So we needed to know that we were working with a company that as and when we brought something new on would be able to go, yeah, that's fine, we'll work out a way of doing that. And for example, we're about to approach the world of a tented village for our overnight school groups and events at the weekend, glamping experiences. So that's the next project that we want to work with Switch, and how do we do an overnight accommodation setup. So it was really important for us that we felt that it was going to work both ways, as opposed to just being sold a product and then being left on your own to work out how it works best for you. Probably the one that's evolved most recently is the ticketing, the event ticketing system, and how we're sort of utilising that. So we do at least once a month, we've got a public event happening, and we need to be able to sell that online, sell tickets, and not have to deal with all the admin that goes with that. So that gives us the option to people can just buy online via a unique link. They pay for it and it sends them an automatic confirmation, and we then don't need to be getting involved in doing lots of follow-ups and phone calls and making sure that everything's booked as it should do. And then we can pull an event list ready for the day of the event itself and make sure that we've got who we should have, and we've got all the reporting functions that allow us to do that. We had, a couple of weeks ago, we had our medieval weekend, and we had about 5,000 people through the door, and the majority of those had booked in advance through the ticketing system. So without that, we would have had to have outsourced to something like Eventbrite, for example, and pay commission, which we don't have to do, as we can manage that all through our own system. Yeah, so Santa's Grotto was a bit of a unique one. I kind of had it in my head that I was going to create it as a ticket, and I was all ready to do it, and then I woke up at 3 in the morning suddenly like, that's not going to work. So put a call into Adam, who was great, and straight from the off he kind of understood what I was trying to achieve and worked out the best way of building it in the system. So he built it all for me, got it set up how it needs to be set up, and the bookings are all coming through. And that's a, yeah, like you say, it's a new one for us this year. So we've got children who will arrive and they'll do crafting in the cafe with the elves. The elves then take them through the woodland walkway into the grotto, and then they come back for hot chocolate and cookies. So we're looking at dealing with circa, probably, I don't know, 200 children a day on that one. So we need the system to be precise, and we need it to be easy and user friendly. and the bookings are already starting to come in, which is really nice. So we know it's working, it's doing what it needs to do. Again, because we work with Switch to kind of personalise our system, we can then personalise the information that we're getting back out of the reports, which is really invaluable.
Thank you.